Well, hello and welcome. I am the other Kev, and as always, joined by.
Stoby. Nice to see you.
And this week we'll be talking about. Well, Stubby will be talking about.
Yes, so. Well, I seen the Kermode review of this before we went to see it. Well, I say seen, he only did an audio one. But he said how he was talking about when the original Angelina Jolie's one came out, and he was saying how it was just another action movie. There's nothing really special about it, right? And then he talked to Angelina, or sorry, he was talking to, I think it was Alicia Vikander, or I think Mayo was one of them, and she was saying how they shaped who she is, not shaped who she is, but just they made her feel like women could do things, like how Princess Leia is an action star. Like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, Lara Croft is like a fucking superhero, like, she's a woman, but like neither of those are like they're not mutually exclusive. Like, it meant that women could be like Tomb Raiders, essentially, and then when he was like, and then that made me rethink what I thought of the movie, because now I understood that it wasn't for me, it was for somebody else. And I have to admit that I really like the original Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider ones. They're over there.
I've never seen the second one.
It's good. They're not really memorable, but they're good action movies.
The first one is about all the planets in alignment, isn't it?
I fucking probably.
Which just isn't
It's
possible.
a cheesy movie from like the early 2000s, late 90s, I think. So yeah.
2001, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah,
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it as well. So that means that we were old enough for it to be 2000-ish. Yeah, we're old.
The guy from Red Dwarf's in it as well.
Yes. Oh, this is the new one we're talking about. No. Who? What one? The original one?
The Angelina Jolie one. The guy from Red Dwarf's in it. He's a butler.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. So back to this one.
Did you like the new one? Did you like...
I liked it.
Well, this one's called Tomb Raider. The other one's called Lara Croft.
No, they're called Tomb Raider.
Are they?
Yeah. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, but it's called Tomb Raider.
Is that 3 movies in there?
Yeah, Sky Captain the World Tomorrow's in there for some reason. Back when HMV used to do the L3 boxes. But like the third movie never correlated in any way, really. Yeah, so Alicia Vikander is just great. I like Alicia Vikander.
2001, I was spot on.
Bang on. Yeah, Alicia Vikander is great. I really like her.
I've been saying this to everyone, and some people taking me out, like, not out of context, but they're like twisting it. I was like, she's a perfect realistic scream. I think her scream in the movie is like a real scream. I bet you she fell and they just caught it, because it's a really winded scream.
It's not. It doesn't seem acted. It seems real. Yeah,
it seems real. That's the one thing that I thought made it made her actually more believable, because her scream was more real.
Okay.
That's the one thing that stands out for me, because usually when you hear someone scream, it's like a ah, but hers was like a ah.
Yeah, she falls. And then I liked the build up. Like, she wasn't just straight away Lara Croft Tomb Raider. That's what like the charm of the new games is as well. Is she's becoming a Tomb Raider with you as you play the game.
The games, the first two games, the first game, which this is mainly based on.
Yeah, which you can see, because you can see the game set pieces being acted out.
Yeah, and they made the final boss in the game, in the movie, work very well. Yeah, that's what usually they fuck up on, is the final act.
Yeah, because they don't know how to do it. Because in the final act of a video game, you have achieved all of these skills and you remember how to use them all. Whereas in a final act of a movie, it's about what the character has gone through, how they've grown, and usually that fucks up, because they're like, we need to make it a massive action set piece because it's the final act of the movie and we have some budget left. Whereas in a video game, sometimes it's just another boss fight, or sometimes it's a unique type of boss fight.
Are we going into spoilers?
No, this is just a review, so we're not going to go into massive spoilers. But what were you going to say anyway?
So, I like the way, so for the game, there's a lot of things that are similar.
Yeah.
Because in the game, she's looking for Princess Maya.
I don't know. I haven't read that.
She's looking for that because her father went missing looking for that.
Yeah, so she was going to follow the footsteps in order to find where he went.
Yeah, and in the game, she's a few other tag-along characters.
Yeah, because in a game, games need ensemble characters.
But they're not that
funny.
important in the game. She just has a mate, like a really good mate that goes missing.
He's the chap. Is that the chap that's on the boat with her? I can't.
He's not in the game, but he's like a few characters fused into him.
Yeah, because I know there's a boat captain that drops you off on the island at the start of the game. That's
well, you actually get ship locked. Like, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a guy who teaches how to use guns. There's a Scottish lad who goes gig old Glasgow kiss, and how she's getting to the island is she doesn't have a lot of researchers or money, because her dad could be still alive. So they're doing this documentary with this documentary guy, bringing him there so they can get to the island.
Yeah.
So that's how they get to the island, and how when her ship in the movie crashes is when the game actually starts.
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
The bits with the tapes where she's re-listened to it.
That's when it jumps back.
Yeah, that's what happens in the game.
But that type of narrative only works in certain movies. Like in there's a movie that did it recently, and I can't think of it right now. But it wouldn't have worked if they did it that way in this movie. This movie worked better. Like they did it real. Like it's really generic action movie. But I think her character is what makes it unique. Like she's a woman
who's had some training.
And you can see she has MMA training. She's a good cyclist. She's a good athlete. She's a really good cyclist. She's really intelligent. She can speak Latin. She can speak. I don't know what language it was, but she can speak it.
And her dad taught all these,
and she's been really, really well educated. But she hasn't gone to university. But she's still really, really, really educated. And she can work out all these puzzles and stuff. And you can see that she is already equipped with the tools necessary to be the Tomb Raider. She just isn't the Tomb Raider yet.
To be a Croft.
Yeah, essentially. And I think that's better than some. People always complain about this, and it always annoys me. It's called the Mary Sue, which is basically just this woman that just gets real good at something out of nowhere. Like in Star Wars, they call Rey a Mary Sue because she just gets really, really good at the Force really, really quickly, and she's really good at fighting and stuff. But if you actually look at her character, she's been living on a desert planet for her whole life, so she's been cut off from everyone, so she would have a good connection to the Force because it whispers to people that are sensitive.
And she had a staff. It was like,
and she had a staff, and she would have practiced. You see her in the second one, but anyway,
I'm sure she's had to use it.
Yeah, basically, bad movies have Mary Sues in them where people just get good at shit because they need to be, and good movies give you hints about why and how the person is good. Yeah, and that's what they do in this movie. And she's not good at MMA at the start of the movie, because it's just a training session and the other person is better, right? Whereas when she finally is fighting somebody and it's the same type of situation, she uses her ingenuity to make up for her lack of strength and her lack of fighting. I wouldn't say fighting prowess, because she is a good fighter. It's just she's missing something or something. It's just something missing. But I think that was good that she lost at the start and won at the end, because it shows that the island is changing who she is. And then so because I think this is a really good, similar with Black Panther, is that it's an unusual protagonist to have as the main character. Like, it's a woman. I'm not saying, I don't mean to sound like that's me being negative in any way, but like, it's usually a white man and he's super strong and he's super good at everything just because he's a white man. Whereas this, like, she has a character, she has a fully formed person, and she's good at things because. And the becauses aren't there, it isn't there because, well, she's a woman, she shouldn't be. It's just, that's the life she has, so that's why she is the way she is. And I think that's really good. But, and then I also liked the guy that plays her dad. I like his actor just in general. and it was nice to see him back in a movie. Because I don't think we've seen him in that since fucking 300 back in 2005. He's probably been in things, but like not recently.
Don't worry about him.
Yeah, but his character was good. The chap that was the bad guy, he's the bad guy in... Is it Magnificent Seven? He's the bad guy. He's a bad guy in something.
He's a bad guy in a lot of things.
Yeah, but he's good.
Yeah.
I liked him as well.
I didn't think there was any really weak characters.
No, even the Chinese chap, I thought he was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like he's obviously there so that they can appeal to the Chinese market, which is why all Asian people are in all movies now.
It's a big fucking market.
Yeah, it is. I think it's the second biggest market, or it's the other biggest market, and if they get their film released there, it's a massive boost to their sales, and that's why it's like 35. It's 35 foreign movies a year that are allowed to be released in China.
It has to be the biggest market.
Well, yeah, but
it's 1 billion people.
It's 1 billion people, but also it's a fine, like it's a narrow, like 35 movies is all, like foreign movies are all that are allowed to be shown in the year in China. So you have to fucking beg, borrow and steal and appeal to them in order to get them to let your movie be shown there. So they have to have to put in the effort. They have to make it look appealing, and then they also have to put in that Chinese actor to get them to...
in the game it's based on, it is outside of China.
Yeah.
So there is Chinese characters in it.
But it's still like 100% the Chinese characters there. Like, whereas normally Hollywood would just go, just put some chap in.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's make sure it's a Chinese man.
Okay.
Make sure it's a famous... Like, that actor, I think he's really big in China, or he's American. I'm not sure. Because I have seen him before in things, and he was vaguely Chinese.
You know,
I think
saw him, I was like, he could be Chinese.
Have you played Sleeping Dogs? No, but he sounds very similar to whoever voices the character in that game, but I think he'd be a great fit for the character in that game. I know they already cast Donnie Yen, but either one of them would have been perfect in my opinion. But yeah, it's another like Pacific Rim. It's another generic action film, but it's nice to see that generic action films don't always have to be white male people now. They can be whoever and still be just as fun, just as dumb, and just as action packed.
Yeah. I think it's one of the best video game movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Obviously, I like the Warcraft movie.
I haven't seen it. Now, I should have, because I really like Duncan Jones' work. Moon is a fantastic movie.
Moon is absolutely brilliant.
I just regret him not getting Bowie to do the voice of the computer. Because that'd be an easy call. Do you want to do this?
Yeah, can you help me out here?
Kevin Spacey wants to do it, but come on.
He touches people inappropriately.
That's how we got the job.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Tomb Raider. Do you have anything to add you'd like?
No. The only thing that really got me liking the movie is a realistic scream.
Yeah, the thing that got me liking the movie is just her in general. I think she's a really strong performance.
Yeah, and she plays a lovable goofball slightly. Yeah, like she doesn't have everything together.
Yeah, she's real relatable, real universal. I think, like, even though she's a woman, and I would assume she would inspire women to be great.
And it wasn't the man winning at the end. It was,
it was her. Yeah, she didn't she got a little bit of help, but it was help she knew was coming. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Like sometimes when you have like it's a woman and she's winning all the way through the end, and then at the end the guy saves, you're like,
yeah, you're like, come on, like
oh,
she could have done that herself. There was no need to put that in. That was just to push the narrative that she needs the help.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, it was just a last push.
It was good. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it.
It's already been greenlit for a second movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. There's no way this wasn't going to be
like Assassin's Creed didn't get greenlit for a second movie.
Fuck, that movie was shit.
I heard it was great.
No, it was terrible. Absolutely awful. The only reason I liked it was because I could match it up with the game's continuity.
Yeah.
But that's because I've played all of the games. You shouldn't have to have played all the games to watch the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I get that they were trying to keep all the media together in a continuous universe, but that doesn't work at all. It's like it's like at Marvel, the way, yes, the TV shows are in the MCU, but you don't need to watch them to get bits. Like if you watch the shows, you'll see, oh, that's that thing from the movie. That's it. That's the only mention, really. And I'd say you'll probably see one or two of them in Infinity War.
I'd like to think something happens for them.
I'd like to see the Defenders maybe help or something. Something like
I
they
just
help
don't want them to
Spider-Man
be on the
or something.
ground just going,
Smashy.
I know, oh, fix your leg, just being the health brigade or something. At least have something that, just one scene that you can see them fight.
Just something that, just something that, like, gives a nod. I still haven't watched them.
Have you not watched The Defender yet?
I haven't watched The Defenders, haven't watched Luke Cage, haven't watched Iron Fist, and I haven't watched Jessica Jones Season 2 or Daredevil Season 2. I haven't watched that.
Daredevil Season 2 are great. I haven't watched Luke Cage, and I watched Iron Fist.
Okay, now we're getting completely off topic.
I know, I watched Iron
Gonna cut
Fist,
you off.
and my sister's like, he's a bit moany, and he is a bit fucking moany. He's constantly, everyone, like, his secret identity is shit, because, like, I'm the Iron Fist, shut up.
Can you stop?
And then Luke Cage, I kind of got ruined for me, that I just found out he was going to jail at the end of it, and I'm like, it's not fucking point watching it.
Yeah, cool.
Because when Defenders came out, he wasn't in jail anymore. And then they basically told you everything what happened in the Luke Cage show within a few sentences. And Jessica Jones is back, and I've only watched 2 episodes of it. Yeah. And that'll be the end of this episode.
Yes.
So, I've been the other Kev.
I've been to Stoby.
Till next time, take care, goodbye.
Take it easy.
See ya.